you're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Hey, it's Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan of the nerdery, so you better be tuning in. That's right.
Yeah, this one has to be on because I had Apple in it before, and it definitely doesn't.
So welcome back.
Ta-da!
Hi.
Do we have video up? Okay, there we go. We're starting.
Yeah. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
There we go. Now we're up.
Awesome.
I can't see chat for some reason.
Uh-oh.
My phone's blown up.
There you
My phone's blowing up.
go. No.
But we're back.
My phone is not blowing up.
No, mine either. We're not special. Hopefully,
I'll run this bitch.
kind of.
So when shit goes wrong, I get a lot of, what's going on?
What's the problem?
What happened? I can't see.
What are you guys doing over there? Eating Funyuns and shit?
Yes.
Sometimes.
See?
Chile limon. They're Mexican flavor.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you don't like the redneck in your mouth.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Funny. You guys are funny.
They're fruit. I've decided it's a food group. There's lime on them.
I don't know if lime counts as food.
It's a fruit. Lime is fruit, yeah.
I don't think it counts. I don't think it should count as a fruit.
Okay, but due to the technical difficulties,
Citrus.
basically if we lose live feed again, we will continue rolling, and this will be published later, it just won't be live. The question has still been unanswered. So those 5 comic books are still up for grabs by anybody. And Ricky has some reviews before we get into the discussion.
Right now we have one watching.
One watcher.
Probably Philip.
One faithful person. That's awesome.
Or
Okay,
Nick.
yeah. I'll kick into my review. I'm reviewing a product by a brand called Aukey, if that's pronounced correctly.
Right.
Aukey. This is a...
That's fruit.
What's that?
I said
That's
it's a fruit.
Aukey? No, this is not a fruit. This is actually a piece of technology, but
I'm
it's
gonna
very
eat it.
But it's edible to somebody.
Okay, about Aukey though, just to give you an idea. This is a budget brand sold on Amazon. It's very popular, along with another brand called Anchor. I know Chris knows about Anchor. Chris isn't here. Hi, Chris. These two companies make excellent products, and they're very affordable. They really take care of some of the other brands out there, like Apple in particular, that charges
$50
$30 to
for
$50 for a charger. That's where my complaint comes in. Apple allowed 2.1 amp charging on their phones and tablets from the iPhone 6 and up, and I don't remember which generation iPad. I want to say this was the first iPad Air. Before that, they would come out with this little 1 amp charger, and you would charge your phone through a 1 amp charger. Beauty is, I just got a new iPhone 7. Steven just got a new iPhone 7 Plus, and what does it come with? A 1 amp charger. 1 amp is the wave of the past, so Aukey releases little devices like this. This happens to have 2 USB ports, can charge Android, Windows Phone, iOS at 2.4 amps with their AI technology. The chip inside this will automatically detect when you plug up a device on the USB port. It'll detect what its maximum charging capabilities are, and it will not go over that. So it charges your device at a full... Now granted, this is 2.4 amps. So if you have a Samsung phone that does 5 amps or something like that because it charges faster, it won't do that. It'll still do 2.4. So it's not Qualcomm 2.0 or 3.0 or gas charge like what's out with Android. The fast charging thing is what a lot of people are saying caused the Note 7 to explode. The batteries were compressed way too much within the chassis. The ions were charging way too fast, and they were becoming unstable because of how tight the phone was packed. That's the second opinion. The first opinion was just, oh, they were badly manufactured batteries. But
yeah, bull. That many?
yeah,
Yeah.
that many, exactly. But
I think you're right on with that.
right. So long story short, 2.4 amps on my daughter's iPad and on my iPhone 7 literally charges your phone in half the time. You know, you're going from 1 amp to 2.4. In this case, I think the iPhone tops out at 2.1, but you're cutting out time in charging. And since they've allowed it since iPhone 6, I recommend this product. $12.99 on Amazon.
Damn.
A lot of times they spike it down to $6.99. And you just got to be the lucky one to get on there. You can order it in black or white. I also bought the car charger at the same price. Car charger is very low profile. You stick it in the cigarette lighter of your car, and you can, on some cars like ours, you can still close the little door that snaps shut over it. And so it's been a real big help. I plug my phone up. Lily plugs her phone up, Samsung, and we're charged the whole way we went on a trip. So yeah, 5 out of 5 motherboards. Excellent product for $12.99. You can't miss it. So exactly, you can charge battery chargers that way too. So what is that charging through? 1 amp, 2 amp?
I don't know.
But you can't charge that.
Well, if it's a backup battery, it's probably going to be 1 amp.
Yeah, it's probably 1 amp, but you can charge it no problem on something like this. So I do recommend it. And we will be giving away one of these along with a car charger very soon. I will be bringing them here. We'll have a few stipulations, and I'll be giving these away because I think it's an excellent product for somebody to have. They can test it out and tell their friends about it. But the stipulations, we'll talk about it, and everybody will have to follow suit.
He's got rules.
Or not, whatever.
And a safety word.
Exactly. There's stipulations. You got to follow us. You got to subscribe. You've got to tweet. So you've got to be active with us. If you're not active with us, you might not win. Just throwing that out there. Second product I'm recommending and reviewing. This is the Dragonfly by a company called AudioQuest out of California. This product made its debut in 2012. To give you an idea what it does, this is a DAC. This is a digital to analog converter for computer-based music. It takes whatever quality music you have, from a low quality MP3 all the way up to the top of the line FLAC files you can find, and it opens up your soundstage, makes it sound miles better, and it gives you better bass response, better treble, better highs, better mids. Yeah. Oh yeah. The little Dragonfly indicator light right here will tell you by color what file you're playing. If you're playing an MP3, an ALAC file, which is Apple lossless. If you're playing a AAC file, which is another Apple decoder, whatever you're using, it gives you a light to let you know what type of file and what bit rate you're playing. Wow. So even if you're playing a low grade 64 kilobyte per second file, it's still going to sound miles better through this. It goes in USB, no software required for Mac or Windows, and you just plop in some headphones, like an analog cable, and go to some speakers. If you have a couple pair of bookshelves or self-powered, you got it, or headphones. This is actually an older model, and so it's discontinued, but the newer models look identical. And they're miles better in what they're doing now. The newer model, they have two models called...
Don't they have that one that has the readout on it now?
Well, it has a digital volume control, but not a readout. I haven't seen anything with a digital readout or LCD or LED. They've got a black one now and a red one that's painted like Ferrari red. Difference is you still get a high-end DAC. It's ESS, which is one of the biggest names in the DAC technology. LG's new phone actually used the ESS DAC in their new V20, so it's getting excellent audio reviews. But on the red model, you do get digital bit-for-bit volume control as opposed to analog volume control, and you get it's an upgraded DAC, a little bit upgraded model. It's still ESS. The reason why you do something like this, you want your music to sound better. You should get staging. If you have a set of bookshelf speakers, you should be able to close your eyes and, based on what they did in the studio, say, oh man, they recorded it where the drums sound like they're up here. The guitar's coming from this side, the bass is coming from over here, and the vocals are like almost like he's standing to the side. You should be able to hear all that based on panning and what they did in the studio board. These allow you to do it if your basic speakers aren't doing it. It really separates it and it helps the mix.
Which most bass speakers don't separate to that level.
Not at all.
However, my computer surround sound.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Because that's upgraded.
Go cheap. Logitech.
Yeah. But the cool thing about that is the top model, which is the red one, is $200.
Oh,
The lower grade model, which is why they give you options. The lower
hope
grade
so.
model, which is still amazing, you can get it for like $99 right now, and the previous model, which is discontinued, you can get for $79. You know, you got to go by what a buyer wants. Man, this is worth it to me. I've heard this thing. I use this thing. The newer models work with iOS and Android. So if you take the little micro USB to female USB port, pop this in there and some headphones, this just fixed audio. If you buy the camera adapter kit for iOS, you can play it through that iPad, you can play it through iPhone, and your music is going to sound better.
I got one of those adapters at the house. I'm going to have to bring it next week.
Try it out. It's the bomb, dude. Well,
It's the bomb TT.
it won't work on this one. This is a 1.0 model. This is the very first model, and it's still the bomb. Let me get the red one because I plan on buying it, and we will review it. It'll be awesome. But coming from people with a musician background, JD,
Yeah.
myself, my future wife, Chris, this is miles away better than what you're getting. And when I get my new one, I'm probably going to end up giving this to like Chris or Jimmy or something because it's awesome.
And I can say, as a former recording artist and sound engineer, that when bands go in and they're running a full board, it's not all centered. Even when you're doing like a rhythm guitar on the left and a lead guitar on the right, or one rhythm on the left and one rhythm on the right, you still have to cross that over. Reason why, and even vocals, you can't dead center because it messes with the person's it'll mess with their equilibrium. And
cause vertigo.
yeah. So you have to offset everything a little bit. Even just like a tenth.
But
You have to.
it also makes a difference. Like Chris reviewed the game he was playing on his PS Vita and realizing that the sound felt like it was coming from here. Anybody who played the PT trailer,
Oh yeah, I still have it on my PS4.
me too, because it was so good. If you were actually had headset on or any of that, I mean, sounds moved all the fuck around you because of playing with the audio.
Yeah, you can change in fading and out fading. It'll sound like it's coming from behind you or from in front of you, and you're still listening to it in stereo. There's still only 2 speakers, but you can do it.
And then it gets, like I said, it gets better when you add in that surround because now you really start to.
now it's everything's subdivided and it has a greater impact.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And the first people to actually pioneer technology to where you can hear those minor differences was actually Sony. And the old Trinitron Vega televisions.
Yeah.
You had simulated sound.
Yep.
Which at the time was surround sound, but better. Because not only they're going to give you the direction, they're going to give you the audio, the acoustic effects that sound was supposed to have. But I remember my dad, he still has his 36-inch Sony Trinitron Vega.
Oh hell yeah! And why would you get rid of it at that point? Even if it is standard def. I agree.
It was like $4,000 when it came out.
The thing I like about this, one thing that I really liked about this, what is it? Like the first three Beatles albums were completely mono, something
Yes,
like that. Before stereo even came out.
I think it was like first 2 or 3.
Something like that. Like the first few releases from the Beatles were mono. If you're listening to something in mono, it still sounds amazing. Even though this is a stereo device, it still sounds fuller. It still has better bass lines. It separates your music this way and this way. So you get what I'm saying? It gives you that
simulated sound.
real simulated sound, but it's just that good of a product. So if you have a laptop or a desktop and you want to listen to even headphones, get it. It's worth it. This little thing makes a huge world of difference if you like music. So
Very nice.
5 out of 5.
There you go. There you go.
Motherboards.
All right, so Trailer Made. Over
Okay.
over the past few weeks, there have been a ton of trailers coming out, especially this past week. We had 2 big ones drop for the comic book world.
Yes.
But here lately, we've had the MMPR trailer, which I finally got around to watching. We've had, what was it, Magical Beasts?
Yeah,
Where to find
Magical
them.
Beasts and where to find them.
And we have Logan, we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and a few weeks ago, the last Doctor Strange trailer finally dropped.
Yep.
So, I'm curious on everybody's take on Strange Beasts.
I thought it looked
Fantastic.
fun.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I
Now
can't
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
As
Me-
I have been the books originally, and then into the series. Me and my wife would literally sit down and read, or audiobook if we could get it, before the new movies came out, so we could catch everything that was missed and then go watch the movie. I can't fucking wait.
I got
Cannot
choked
wait.
up when I read the last line of the 7th book. So I just love the book and the movies.
Oh, I forgot another trailer that came out recently. That I've been waiting on this for a long time. Inferno.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I have not seen the trailer yet.
I saw the initial
Yeah.
teaser trailer of it and pretty much what it was going to follow and
Dang
what
it.
was going to be. Yeah. And
I'm not a outside of comic books. I'm not a real big novel reader because it takes so much to pique my interest. But I'm a huge Dan Brown fan. Every book he puts out, I will get. I will get the paperback. I will get my favorite is the book club editions because I like those larger pages. I like the larger print. Because I'm getting old and that small shit is kind of hard to follow. But I like the book club editions and the paperbacks because the page numbers are the same. So I can read my book club edition at home, but when I'm going to work, I'm on this page and I can grab my paperback and I can take it to work. I still know what page I'm on.
Yeah.
It's the same. I've always been a huge fan of Dan Brown, and it has bothered me in the past. The movies are not going in order of the books. They went 2, 1, and now they're going 4, and damn it, they better do 3. That movie will piss a lot of people off.
Well, I mean,
a lot of people.
they had to jump through a lot of hoops just to make this one happen. Look how long. What was the last one? Angels and Demons. Look how long it took them to make Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
After the Da Vinci Code.
And everybody got all hung up on the Da Vinci Code and not
They
realizing
use
this is
huge
part
trailers.
of a huge story.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, and I'll give credit to the movies because I have read the books, and they did a pretty damn good job of staying fairly close. Not
Angels and
precise,
Demons took a lot
but
of liberties.
Angels and Demons was kind of a hard book to put into a cinematic format.
Yes.
I can't complain. I think they did all right. Yes,
They
they
did
had to
all
take a
right.
lot of liberties, but
They had to combine a couple
how the
characters
fuck
and
could
raise
you
a
do
few
that?
others.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot. That would have been at least a 4-hour movie by
I
itself.
binge read that book in 2 days.
Nice.
I give you credit on that. 'cause
That's
a
what
lot
I did
of
with Harry
books.
Potter 7. Oh, dude.
You ain't the only one, man.
I 2-dayed that thing. And it took me, I had to force myself to go to bed to continue reading the last book. Yeah.
Yep.
That was like, because I'm reading the Deathly Hallows and I'm going like, fuck, this is so good. But I feel like if I finish it, like, I shouldn't do that. At least give it one more day, and that's what I did. And then I finished it and I was going,
Dude,
you know, bitch. like, I was just like,
But some of your
great name for your kids.
Some of your favorite characters die.
Yes!
And I mean, you're like, oh.
some of them go down in blaze of glory, and some of them.
And some of them were complete switches.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'll give them credit in the movie. The switch on Snape, where in the movie you finally figured out. In the books you already kind of had
You
a
already
clip.
knew.
Yeah, see,
What
that
he was
fucked
about.
You up.
Yeah.
But that last one, that
Going from Half
Well,
Everybody
that was
got
the
it.
previous
To the
book.
Deathly
That was
Hallows.
the Half-Blood Prince,
Yeah.
and that fucked me up.
Yes.
That me up too. I was just like,
When you saw the memory and the pensive, and like you saw how he actually felt about Lily and stuff, I was like, damn.
And then to find out the truth of
No wonder
why
you're a dick.
he was trying to help Potter.
Yeah, the whole time trying to help Harry, which is really
Because he was the only person. And then the fact that he, of all people, Dumbledore already knew he was going to have Snape kill him
Yeah.
to save Draco.
yeah, from going down that.
You know,
path.
and that fucked up part that left, Snape fucked up. I've got to kill this man that I absolutely love that saved me,
Yeah.
who was helping me save the kid of the person that I loved with all I had.
Yeah.
And now I've got to kill this bastard.
That was brilliantly
That was fucked up.
It
I mean,
really
it's great.
was.
I have to say, probably my favorite character from the Harry Potter series would be Luna Lovegood.
Yes.
Mine
Love
too.
her.
Yes.
Mine
Oh,
too.
she's more
Because
amazing
of
in the
where,
books.
not just the character in general, but where that character
Yes.
came from and why it was developed.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, and I found that a lot of people don't, the actress that played Luna Lovegood in the movies was a diehard Harry Potter fan, but she was bulimic.
I think it was anorexic.
Anorexic. Okay, and she was at a signing with J.K. Rowling, and Rowling told her, if if you get healthy, if you take care of yourself, I'll make a role for you.
Yeah.
And she did, and she did.
That's awesome.
And not only
Have you
did
seen her now?
she,
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
not only did
Yeah.
she play the role, she actually played it really well.
Yes.
Oh, she's awesome.
Pulling off the absent-minded wizard.
I loved her.
But my favorite thing about Luna was when they see the Thestrals,
Yes.
and at the very beginning of the film, and nobody can see them but Harry and her, and she's like, well, people that have seen death are the only ones that can see the Thestrals, and I'm like, oh, that's brilliant.
Aww.
Because Harry, the first thing he ever saw was death. He saw his
Yeah.
mother die for him,
Yeah.
and then she's seen death. Her mother died.
And then you get to find out that, oh my god, I just lost his name. The other one that could have been the chosen child.
Longbottom.
Neville.
Neville.
You get to find out that
I wish they did
he
more
could see them
explaining.
too. He just didn't say that he
Just
could see
didn't
him in
say
the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was brilliant. But getting back to the Dan Brown, my favorite actor of all time is Tom Hanks.
And he plays a perfect Robert Langdon. Like, I couldn't think of anybody else who could play that role the way he does.
There's certain actors you can give a lot of credit to for their ability to adapt to the roles they're in. And Tom Hanks is most definitely the one you have to give great ability on, whether
I
it be
agree.
funny or emotional.
Yes.
He definitely
played-
has that full range. He can play all of it,
I've always said the same thing about Will Smith. I've seen him play a guy
Will-
who was down on his luck, poor as can be,
Will Smith
crying
is-
his eyes out over his kid,
should
and then
have
I've seen him as like Ali, and then
Hancock.
I've seen him as Hancock.
Hancock.
Complete ridiculousness, funny as hell. I've seen him as Deadshot. I've seen him as. I really think he's a chameleon, but he's always
Oh,
the same
yes.
kind of. Yeah.
One more time. Best line in the movie. Well, actually, I think the best line is ride that train. You really gonna ride it? I'll take your head, put it up his ass.
Yeah.
And you drew the short straw. Your head's going up my ass.
No. Best line of the film, you smell like alcohol. Because I'm drunk, bitch.
Drunk bitch.
All right. Well, Dave wants to know: are we going to discuss the theory that Neville was the hero of prophecy instead of Harry?
Oh,
We are now.
Since you brought the shit up,
In a lot
That's
of
a
ways,
wild headcanon, and I've read like 4 different takes.
and J.K.
on it.
Rowling has made some statements
Yeah.
on it that yes, it could have actually been either one.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't Neville kill Nagini?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he came through beast mode with his fucked up teeth and went, and just came through it. I'm sorry, say what you will. Like, my teeth are jacked, that dude's jacked. He's fine now. I hear you. I hear you got all right.
But I mean, yes, it is the possibility. Truth of it is, I think she left it that way to where, depending on what happened, like the reason Harry became the prophesied is because of how his parents were killed. Had it been that same way for Neville Longbottom, I believe it would have been
Neville.
the story of Longbottom, not the story of Potter.
But in the books, it does suggest that he was supposed to go to the Longbottoms that night, and instead he chose the Potters. He went to the Potters.
Well, I mean, it's just, and that comes down to that,
I
what
think-
fate falls upon each person.
Yeah, I think what she meant to do at the end of the story was say that all of these kids' lives were going to be affected no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But it chose Harry, and Harry chose them as friends. And I think that was the whole point of it. Like Hermione and Ron and Luna Lovegood, which I still like. I agree with JD 100%. Luna was my favorite character in the whole thing.
So, movie-wise, what character pissed you off when it died the most?
Oh, the death?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you.
Didn't Dobby die?
That's mine.
I was pretty
Dobby.
pissed about Dobby.
Dude, I was
pretty
so pissed
about
off when
Hedwig.
Dobby died because I really like Dobby.
Oh, Hedwig.
I was pretty pissed about Hedwig dying. And
Isn't it funny they're like not the main buddies? It's
So,
just
I mean,
the
well, I mean,
side
all right,
people.
Dobby was very.
It was
emotional.
sad to see, Snape die. But that was part that had to be there.
Yeah.
the one that bothered me most, Lupin and Tonks.
Mm.
Lupin and Tonks.
Well, see-
because they were people in love,
But
that
they
just
didn't-
helped this kid.
But they didn't. Like, in my opinion, they left most of that chunk
Yeah,
out of
but
the film.
in the book, yes,
the
it explains
books.
a lot. In fact, including the fact that Tonks goes nuts over the death.
of Lupin.
Of Lupin.
But yes, they did not really put it into.
Not only that,
they
the child that-
they
that
didn't put
Harry was
into it about.
grandfather-
I think it was
godfather
Fred
to.
that died. Wasn't it Fred? Of
yeah,
the
Yes,
twins?
it was
I believe it was
Fred.
Fred that
George
died.
Austen-Eard,
Yeah.
I believe.
in that last part, they really didn't go heavily into the fact that Fred was killed.
Movie death that I was most distraught over, fucking Yoda.
Yoda didn't die, he just went on to the Force.
After Luke carried his ass around forever.
Yeah, fucking damn.
Bitch, it ain't like you were walking. Piece of shit.
Fucking Yoda. Most powerful Jedi Master in the universe.
And you know why?
Down
You know why? Time.
Tired of this shit I am.
He literally could have used the line, "I'm too old for this shit." He honestly could have used that.
I'm too old for this shit I am. Bend over and show me your dark side.
So, we're all in agreement that we're all excited for Magical Beasts and we're
I am, because of how much they actually hinted within the books of
Fantastic Beasts. And we're
Fantastic Beasts.
Well, I've hoped for prequels of it, even going back to the originals, showing how they became, Gryffindor actually truly became. That'd be a great story to go through all of
the original households.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff, because you really don't know shit about Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw, we don't know much other than, she was starting to become the Queen of Darkness. Yeah. Let's see those other sides.
I read something very quickly on Facebook, and I didn't even want to entertain it because I was like, I got shit to do. And if I read that, I'm going to read that whole article 3 times. So I let it go. I'm sure it'll come back. But it says, J.K. Rowling confirmed 6 films. Now, I don't know if this is for Fantastic Beasts series or if this is for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is the play that she's doing right now.
Yeah.
That's
actually
the book. Continuation.
It's about Albus Severus, but it's actually in play format. Like Harry, what up? Ron, what it do, shouty? Like it goes through. Like, it's in play format.
Direct quotes.
Yeah. Well, they moved to Compton.
But don't make me go sideways.
Yeah. It's a kill shot.
It's a kill shot. He went sideways.
He's serious. Like, you get the point.
That movie's hilarious.
But we did forget about one trailer.
Oh, we haven't gone through all of them.
Okay, good. Don't let me forget. I'm just going to throw it out there. Rogue One.
Oh, yes, we will get to Rogue One. But moving on, Inferno.
Really? Medicine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Inferno. I haven't gotten to watch it with sound yet because it's come on at work, and by the time I get home, I'm just so pissed off from the endless stream of incredibly, fantastically stupid people. I don't want to think about thinking.
Which we really hope they're not watching right now.
I don't give a damn.
Welcome to the Nerd
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Fuck you.
I have to hold my tongue for 10 hours a day around you.
I ain't doing it on my show.
That's right. This is my show. I'll talk shit about you all I want. And if you think I'm talking about you, I probably am.
And you toenail biter bitches ain't ever had a press pass.
not one.
Multiple.
11.
Nigga.
Boogie.
Oh,
because we're catty. Shut up.
I'm the girl here, and I think y'all have outdone me. And I said y'all just for you guys.
Oh yeah.
We out-chicked y'all.
But no, I haven't gotten to watch it with sound yet. I have seen it. I'm more than stoked about it, and upon seeing it, I realized, fuck, there's like 30 pages that I didn't finish in that book.
Oh, shit.
Gonna have to go back.
I know where it is. I'm like, fuck, I gotta read that. And then I look over there, right in front of my television, there's a stack of comics like this big. And that's comics that I haven't read yet.
Oh.
And then I have trades up there that I haven't read. And I'm like, shit, when am I gonna get to read it? Fuck, I got 30 pages. I gotta read that before I can see the movie.
Take it to the bathroom with you at work. I mean, you gotta poop on company time.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I will go to lunch late, so I don't shit on my time.
You guys are paying for my shit.
If you think I might be talking about you, I probably am.
Somebody needs to tweet JD's gonna be getting his brown pay.
Now, see, when I worked in manufacturing, man, I'd go to the bathroom and act like I was taking a shit, just, even if I didn't have to. Because, hey, I get to fucking sit down for a minute.
Yeah.
Got a little 10-minute stopwatch in there. Let me know when my 10 minutes is up.
Oh my god.
Dude, I did that at Target when I was like 19. I hated that job.
I did
worked
this like
overnights.
2 years ago.
No shit. I worked overnights and I was like, dude, I have taken 7 shits tonight. Only one of them there was actual shit. Every other time it was just me going. Does that sound for real?
Patty, is that your kryptonite right there going?
No, just reach behind you and do the courtesy flush. Yeah, there's
I
stuff
just
happening
yelled
here.
racist shit while I did it. Maybe they thought it was hurting me.
Damn.
Just bite down. We'll get through this together.
I fucking Tim Arnold. Fucking awesome.
Who was number 2? What?
That's right, buddy. You tell that turd who's boss.
Alright, well, how about that courtesy flush?
Sounded nasty over there.
You need to get some more fiber.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
No, just a random profanity, especially like, because where I work, you know, it's just a single bathroom, so I can see, and it's at the end of a hall, so I can see feet coming. So I'll see it get close to the door, hit that courtesy flush. Damn it!
Shit, it's overflowing.
I just watch the feet pause, turn around and go back.
I would do that too, but I'd be like, it fucking hurts! It's splitting me apart! I'd take lines from movies, like fucking Stephen King's The Mist. I can feel them inside me! I'd go through a list, IMDb, like, what's a good tagline? Whoever wins, we lose!
I don't know if we're either taking a shit or getting raped.
Somebody walked by like, that's the tagline to AVP. He's not taking a shit. He just really likes the trailer.
Not just that random damage, like I don't know what the fuck is going on in there, but I'm not gonna. No, that's a sleeping beast. I don't want to poke. Nope.
David says it feels like shit weasels.
All right, so yeah, everybody's excited about Inferno. All right, MMPR, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers trailer. Now earlier this year we talked to Jason David Frank about it. Jason David Frank is very excited about it. I have one of my coworkers is just batshit crazy ready for this fucking movie. I hate to say I wasn't all that impressed.
I'm unfortunately right with you. Watching the trailer now, maybe they're doing the reverse of all the others and they're doing the worst parts first. Could be, but yeah, it did not look like something I'm really going to give a damn about.
It honestly, it just looked like the original MMPR, the movie, just with new actors and new special effects. Like I didn't see anything new, exciting that I'd be like, fuck yeah, I have to see that.
Yeah.
For like that's one I can wait for Redbox.
But
So far.
and I think you're gonna touch it.
Yeah.
For one thing, we don't see any of their mechanized.
Zords.
We don't see swords
You see him in the posters?
in the show. When we were all like kids, these were martial arts kids that weren't really that powerful until they were in the Zords. It shows them come across, you know, whatever helps them morph, and like they're powerful, like they're jumping leaps and bounds. and
Yeah.
they're-
Well, in later iterations of
Iterations.
Thank you. Of the show, you do see certain rangers take on qualities of particular to that ranger. They gain abilities outside of morphing. Rather it's a scream or strength or diamond skin or anything like that. They gain a quality.
So they're like Twilight monsters?
So they're like diamond
They-
skin.
I wouldn't say
Like
Twilight
frost.
monsters.
That came about with I think Power Rangers Zeo or Neo or whatever.
I was like, now,
it
first
was-
off, I didn't make it past
I didn't
original
make it past
Power
all
Rangers as far as I got to go. I didn't get
I
into the
watched all the way up to
dinosaurs
Lost in
or
Time.
fucking weasels or whatever the fuck they turned
Yeah,
into.
I went on
made
from
it-
that to VR Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't even do VR
I
training.
remember that.
Ricky knows what I'm talking about.
I went
Shit.
straight from Trini the Yellow Ranger to Aisha the Yellow Ranger. And then when that show ended, I was like, fuck that, I don't want to be a dinosaur or a samurai. Fuck these guys. like that just, they lost me.
I watched all of that up until Lost Galaxy.
I don't want to be a dinosaur though.
I got all the way up to Lost Galaxy. And that was like the last Power Ranger
T-Rex.
run that I actually fully...
Can't scratch my back.
No, I'm having flashes of fucking Step Brothers.
Oh, shit.
I make my arms real short and I chase neighborhood cats. My dad said, it's time to put childish things away and get a job. Now, he didn't really say that. He said, stop being a fucking dinosaur.
What made me laugh so hard is how old he said he was, but his dad finally told him that shit.
David says Cat was the hotter Peak Ranger. I kind of had a thing for British accents.
No, it's all about Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy Jo
Amy Jo
Johnson.
Johnson.
And there was a huge rumor she went and did porn. She never did, but
No.
she did here. That's all I know. She did a lot of porn.
Did you watch that?
Right here.
Did you watch the Disney movie she did, Susie Q?
No.
I did.
Never did.
I did. You know why? Because Amy
she
Jo
did
Johnson was
porn.
in it.
Because she did porn right here.
She ripped her dress off. I was all about that. Yeah, let me watch that shit.
Yeah.
It might be a fucking Disney movie. She fucking ripped her dress off. Yeah, there was another dress underneath, but it was a lot shorter, and that shit was
This
still hot.
episode will not be called Glazing a Knuckle to a Disney film. Yeah. We are not going to use Disney's name. Or Glazing a Knuckle in the same sentence.
Too late.
I'm
Way
pretty
too
sure
late.
you just did that.
They're going to sue me.
So your
We're
cards
sorry,
are
Ditch. What's up?
No.
Nobody's Jewish.
Hey, we give a lot of really good movies reviews to some of y'all's movies, so calm down.
But no, I think they're just bringing twists to the original run with them being those characters. I like to see what they're doing to them, giving them the troubled teenagers, and that's possibly how they came about it together, unlike how they did in the show. So I kind of feel like they're giving it more of a misfit treatment than a wholehearted role model treatment. I actually like the design. Something a little bit different, something that really hasn't been done at all.
How do you feel about the removal of the coins and instead having gems?
That's something that's been used before. It was in Dino Thunder, which was the last one that Jason David Frank was on. His character was on, and
he's been in and out.
He has been in and out. He's made a couple cameos in other ones, like I think it was
Samurai.
no, not Samurai. It was the one after. Well, he's reprised his character for like a big kind of mega battle, I think.
Yeah.
What it was.
We did have Ivan Ooze come back in that X-Men Apocalypse movie.
Ivan who?
Yeah, Apocalypse looks just like Ivan Ooze. Go Google it.
I know who you're talking about. Yes, that was the villain. I was trying to put my.
Ivan
Go
Ooze.
Google it.
Now, it was originally those initial photos that made him look purple.
Okay.
The lighting of that.
Take care of some plugs real quick before Ario cuts itself off. Huge thank you to All Star Comics. Wow.
Good job.
Yeah, All Star Comics on Garth Road across the street from the San Jacinto Mall in the Brew Wings parking lot. A huge thank you to Captain Jackson Elixirs. CaptainJacksonElixirs.com, 322 East Texas Avenue, Baytown, Texas. Thank you guys so much. Home of the Nerdery Vape.
Yes.
And me.
And Patty.
Call after 3.
Come on Halloween.
Yes, Patty will be dressed up
I'm dressed
in
up.
her Harley Quinn.
From Comic Palooza.
We will see if her butt stays in the thing this time.
hope
If
so.
not,
Try.
hopefully we will have pictures.
I might even be there.
Yes,
Hell.
come visit.
So
Halloween.
I'm going to try to stop by during my break in between classes.
I'll be there until about 2:45. From 10 till 2:45 in my itty bitty skirt.
And it is itty bitty.
Jesse Storm says it was Super Mega Force.
Super Mega
Jessica,
Force.
Yeah,
is that you?
Thank you. Super Mega Force is where he
Super
reprised
Mega
it.
Force.
They actually brought in a lot of older Rangers that actually were in there.
Is the Green Ranger in this film?
No.
No,
No, there's-
JDF will.
Well, his
JDF
character.
Word is that he will be making a cameo in the film.
I hope so.
That's The word, that's the rumor. That's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yes. Yes, that is the rumor.
Well, I mean, hopefully
I'm
with as
hoping
excited
he's-
he was about it, hopefully there's something where he's popped in on it. I mean, because he's remained a part of Power Rangers and remains a Power Ranger in the way he acts and everything else
Yes.
for his whole adult life now. I mean, which is a hell of a long time to be doing it.
Yes, we had a chance to talk with him at length off camera. But yes, we did have a really good interview with him. Really friendly guy, easy to talk to. If you ever see him at a convention, don't hesitate. Go talk to him.
Yeah,
He is
very
about his
friendly.
fans.
Very friendly.
He is a fan of his fans, and we even went as far as to thank him for it.
Yeah.
Because it's uncommon in the nerd world to see somebody who is a genuine fan of
Now,
all their
admittedly,
fans.
we've gotten to meet a few that are.
Yes, Kevin Eastman, creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He loves his fans, so much so that if you see him at a convention, take anything up there for the first item, no charge to sign it.
Another one, Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Sam Jones.
Sam
Jones is an amazing fan of y'all. And
Hell
he
yeah.
will chase down to come talk to you.
He did it first.
Peter Dante. Holy
Oh,
cow, dude.
God.
Oh, I bet that.
Don't take the
he
kids.
is an
Don't take the kids.
Well, you know what? You say that, but I did see him when he was dealing with actual kids. Very different guy. Like, he held them up. He's kissing babies. He looked like he was running for political
Shaking
office.
hands.
Shaking babies, kissing hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, so there are those out there who really are fans of you, and you can tell the difference. I promise.
Yes.
Peter Dante.
And walking wasn't my problem, running was. Because David said that I wouldn't be walking as much.
No, it was the running that
It was
was.
the running that got me, not the walking.
Well,
It's
yeah.
the running that turned her from Patty to Full Moon Patty.
Yes.
Yeah.
No shame. No shame.
But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Maybe some strings.
You're going to chase me around the shop.
Just pull your
Run,
skirt.
bitch, run.
Peter Dante, man.
Big old bucket of water. Stick your head in here.
Bobbing for apples and shit.
No. Just get down to the
Those
bottom.
were an
Just get
asshole.
down.
Ah.
Okay, what other trailers came out? Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
looks
That
so
looks cute.
awesome already.
Baby Groot
Baby,
Baby
in
Groot.
his Michael Jackson jacket.
My favorite.
As a Ravagers costume, I had a good long discussion with former cast member Jimmy Friday. Actually, we sat and had an hour conversation breaking down the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Yes, because
And
there's
that
a
is
lot in there.
Ravagers
There is.
outfit.
That is a Ravengers outfit. Now, my favorite part though in that scene is the fucking hug. That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. You need a hug. No, no.
right? Just
Oh, I thought I said no.
You're welcome. I'm a big fan of Dave Bautista.
Yes.
You know, from wrestling, and then now
Well,
his
he took
movie
acting
career.
lessons to play
Yes,
Drax.
and I mean,
He only did small roles and
he
non-verbal
did.
roles.
A lot of nonverbals, a lot of physical, where he was just there. But
Just moving muscle.
I love the character. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. I love he can't take any jokes. It's all
everything's
over
literal.
all the times.
It's all literal.
So seeing that interplay, and I was a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy comic books.
Never
Yeah,
mind, dude.
so-
Nothing.
That interaction was always there in the comic books, and he's doing a great job of bringing it into the movie world.
There's a lot of people saying too that he's like an idol for autistic children.
He is
Yes,
now, yeah.
yes.
He really
Right,
Yeah,
is.
they
Yes.
are saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the way he acts and the way he deals
Well,
with things.
and I mean,
stuff
because
like
that's
that.
there are a lot of autistic children that do not take things. You
They
can't
don't
say a joke
understand
because to them
sarcasm.
it is reality.
Yeah.
I've actually had when I was going before I became a teacher. When I was going to class, I had somebody. We couldn't tell a joke because if you said your leg was broken, he'd be trying
Yeah.
to figure out how your leg got broken, even if you were walking on it.
Yeah.
There was no in between.
I thought that was kind of sweet though. A lot of parents stepping forward and being like, "Thank you, this is great for my child
Yeah.
to see somebody like them," and I thought that was really
And
cool.
he
Whether it was meant to be that way or not, it's really cool.
it wasn't meant to
No,
be that way,
but it did come out that way.
he
embraced it.
Yes, he has embraced
He's
it.
embraced
He's
it, yeah.
running with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw. He actually was visiting a lot of hospitals.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
After Guardians had come out and visiting specifically autistic patients.
As Drax?
Yeah, it's Drax.
As
Yeah,
Drax.
as Drax.
Yeah, he went full gear. and
Yeah,
everything.
full makeup, everything.
I
Yeah.
love
That's
when
a lot of
celebrities do
makeup.
that.
It is. That's a lot of prosthetics.
When he first
That's
started,
a lot.
it was a 6-hour long process, and then by the end of it, they knocked it down to a 2.5-hour process.
Oh, because by then they're used to how. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's
They
a
had it
lot
all
of
done.
gluing. That's a lot of
Yeah.
setting it in place. You've got to get all those details and all. I mean, that's. a lot
I mean,
of
if you
fucking
watch the
work.
special feed, like they gave him 2 perches with tennis balls on it, and he would just stand there like this, and they brought him like a little bench so he could actually kind of sit
Yeah.
down on. So, and he was like that the whole time.
That sucks.
One of the biggest things that I noticed in the Guardians trailer was Yondu. And he finally has his
Full
mohawk
mohawk.
like he did in the
Mohawk.
comic books. And something else that's definitely worth saying on Guardians of the Galaxy as far as the film goes, and once again, going back to Jimmy and I had a very, very long conversation talking about DC movies, Marvel movies, where who's doing what right and where who's doing what wrong. The fact that Guardians of the Galaxy works as a film
Yes.
and
Yes.
recent popularity that it did is an astronomical oddity. Because Guardians of the Galaxy is already a very obscure title, and it
Yes.
was all the way until the movie came out. Now, the team that they picked was not the most popular. It was
No.
actually one of the most short-lived.
Yep.
Yes.
It was not the first. It's not. It wasn't the current.
No,
They
it-
just picked a random group, a random lineup, and said that's who we're going to use. And then I can't remember that damn director's name.
James Gunn.
James Gunn.
Slither.
Yes, known for doing just like these crazy weird
Oddball,
fucking
weird
oddball
movies,
movies.
yeah.
And to put him on this, it's the fact that it worked
Well,
was
it's like
just insane.
Aquaman and James Wong, is it?
Yes.
It kind of like you're going, but
Yeah, but I like what he
I'm-
said in the
I
interview.
can't wait.
It's the perfect
He
mixture of
said he's
chaos.
bringing
Yes.
horror to the seas. You will
Yeah.
see some scary fish scenes
I can't wait.
that are going to terrorize you the way that it does in a horror movie.
And it's
That's-
needed because there are
look at-
times where Aquaman did bring out the darkest depths
Well,
of
look
the
at Jason
sea.
Momoa. He's creepy looking
Oh.
as Aquaman. Dude,
That is not
This is gonna be-
creepy.
this movie's gonna be the
Oh
bomb.
god,
Stop
that's
drilling.
not
Hey,
creepy.
that's our
Somebody grab
flower
them up.
right there. You're thinking
Did
about.
you see the meme of Khal Drago and then the other? What's the name of their group of people on Khal Drago is a Dothraki.
Yeah.
The other Dothraki guy, and it says like name brand generic.
Ah.
The name brand is Khal Drago, and the other guy that was trying to take over
Yeah,
after
take
he
him
was
over.
gone. It's like it says generic.
That's freaking hilarious.
I gotta find it.
But
Yeah, back to Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I mean, even the actors they chose
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just
really
odd.
were oddities for the. I mean, Dave Bautista as this.
Yeah.
He fits it.
No, he fits
but
it
it wasn't who
physically.
you would expect to see. Vin
Except
Diesel
for-
playing Groot's
Groot,
voice.
Yes.
and Bradley Cooper.
Anybody doing a character that has one word
Nah.
and having to put
That much
emotion
Well, appar-
into a word
Apparently, he spent more time in the sound studio
than anybody else.
Anybody
Yeah.
else.
Oh my God.
Because he's having to do all these incredibly minor inflections,
Mhm.
and they're having to retake it. Retake
Groot.
it. And they also went so far as recording tons and tons of extras.
Yeah.
And they had complete 3D mock-up scenes for him, and this odd thing happened to Groot. Now you have to speak for him. And it never made it to film. But just in case we have to do any sort of reshoot, we have to do any filler.
Yeah, it's
we
already done.
want it ready.
Yeah.
So there were literally thousands of clips, all different, of him saying, "I am Groot."
Oh my god.
Even so, and that's just in English.
Yeah.
Now, also bear in mind, of all the actors, he's the only one that did his dub in every language.
Yep.
So everything that he did, thousands of takes that he did
Yeah,
in
he's doing
English,
other
he had to do
languages.
thousands of takes in Mandarin, thousands of takes in
Cantonese.
French, thousands of takes in Cantonese and Vietnamese,
Russian.
Russian,
yeah.
French, Spanish. He did all of them.
So now
So-
he can go out to bars and do that one line, and women will never
He-
know what the hell he's saying.
He
but it
actually
sounds
went
like
on
he,
one of the
you know.
late night talk shows, and they prodded him. We're going to drop a random language. You say "I am Groot" in that language, and they went through about 5 different ones, and he nailed it.
Well, I mean, you got to give credit. Vin Diesel on any which, and I know a lot of people like hate him.
I love
But
it.
he's a
he's
hard-working
awesome.
fucking actor.
Yes.
He's doing a lot.
He is one of the few I'll give a lot of credit. He busts his ass.
And
when
he's
it
a
comes to film.
dedicated nerd.
He really is.
If you don't believe me, watch The Last Witch Hunter. That's his
Yeah.
D&D character.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that really
movie,
is
too.
his
That
D&D
was
character.
really
Like
good.
Yes.
watching the extras because I
Now, he
bought
didn't
it.
write it, but it was based on the campaign that he was taking part in at the time.
Yes.
So, look, see? D&D nerds could be out there too, y'all.
Yeah.
You never know.
He
You
even
never know.
he even posted a video after he did a campaign session with James Gunn and with a couple other actors.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Dude,
Yeah, it was on his Instagram.
I was like, holy crap. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Okay, now we got to move on to the next trailer. Logan.
yeah.
I got the feels.
Yes, Patty had to
I
do
had
homework
the
when she got here.
feels. It
Best
was
choice
bad.
of a song ever.
Fuck the
Hell
feels.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
And
Why?
especially for the movie.
Because
I
if
think
you
that's why I
watch
got
the
the
video
feels.
for Johnny Cash covering Nine Inch Nails' Hurt, they actually put June Carter Cash in the video digitally, and he's crying his eyes out playing for her.
Oh.
Yes.
He's old, he's beaten, and he died very shortly after.
Oh.
Yep, that was the last
That
thing
was
I ever
the
did.
best choice of a song for that trailer ever.
Now, amazingly, he actually did a couple of Nine Inch Nails songs.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Well, he did Rusty
Rusty
Cage
Cage.
from
Rusty Cage.
Soundgarden.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, that absolutely wonderful. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to watch it. That will be a movie you're going to want to go see in theater.
Now,
Damn right.
let's actually talk about the trailer. Of course, it opens with hearing Xavier's voice. Logan, what did you do?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people are going to go, what the fuck does that mean? All right, that is one thing that I believe that was in the Old Man Logan comic book series that will probably make it to the film. Logan killed the X-Men.
All of
but
them.
well,
Apparently all but Xavier.
you know what? I want to swear there was one other that got away of that line of X-Men.
I know Jubilee was the last one he killed.
Yes. Jubilee was the
Why did you
last.
kill her?
Because she appeared to be Bullseye.
Yep.
In the comics, to give y'all some background, Patty, you heard this spiel earlier. In the comics, Mysterio slipped into the Xavier Mansion and made pretty much Logan hallucinate that villains were invading. And he's trying to escort the younger students out. The X-Men have apparently just vanished. And so he does what Wolverine is best at. He slaughters every single invader. And
That
Bullseye
sucks, man.
was leading the charge, and he gets down to Bullseye, and after a little lengthy battle, kills him. And as soon as he does, you
sees
see
who
Bullseye
invaded.
turns into Jubilee. And Mysterio appears and reveals that every single villain that he has killed has been an X-Man.
Do you
And-
think it'll be Mysterio in the film?
Can't be.
Sony owns Mysterio.
That's right.
Sony owns
They
the
were
rights
going
to
to use
Mysterio.
that too with Spider-Man, weren't they?
Yes.
That's part of the Sinister
That's part of the
Six.
Sinister
That
Six.
script that got leaked.
Yeah.
Now, obviously that can't play out the way it did in the comics because Mysterio's movie rights are owned by Sony. And once again, a lot of things are going to have to be played with to make this work as a plot. Now, I don't have a problem with Sony. Sony came to the table, and Sony and Marvel have made a deal,
With
and
Spider-Man.
all the supporting characters,
And supporting characters.
with Marvel characters to cross over into Spider-Man. They have a mutual agreement. Finally.
Yeah. That's
I
set
thought
in
it was
stone.
just for Spider-Man.
No, it was for all the property.
But I
Spider-Man
guess that
property.
makes sense after seeing Civil War.
Yep. So, now also in the comics, he is contracted by a now blind Hawkeye. Well, let's get the filler in between there.
Yeah.
After Logan slaughtered the X-Men, he vowed to never kill anyone again, to never unleash his claws ever again, and pretty much roamed the earth for 60 years, allowed the villains to take over the United States, and he settles down and finds a woman and is raising 2 kids, and he's having to take these odd job contracts. He's contracted by a now blind Hawkeye to escort him in a package, which he assumes is drugs, to the capital, New Babylon. Along the way, have all sorts of little bloody adventures and everything. At the end of this little journey, he slaughters the now President Red Skull. Decapitates him with Captain America's shield. And of course, this is definitely not a spoiler because none of this will be in the film because it's owned by Marvel Studios, not Fox. And of course, upon his return to Hulkland, where he lives, which is actually ruled by Bruce Banner and She-Hulk and their incestuous children and grandchildren, when Logan returns home, he finds his wife, son, and daughter have been murdered by the Hulks. And of course, he travels his way to exact revenge on the Hulks. And the series ends with Wolverine killing Bruce Banner while in Hulk form, which is a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah, yes. So he did kill all of the original X-Men.
Yes. I was pretty sure on that.
I thought they had one escape. Like, I just couldn't remember if there was, but no, he did kill all of the original X-Men.
Yep. Now, like I said, you will not see that version of an Old Man Logan because 90% of the characters involved in the Old Man Logan story are owned by Marvel Studios and not Fox. And of course, Fox still being belligerent, not wanting to come to the table and actually settle on anything reasonable with Marvel. Yeah, those characters won't cross over anytime soon. But of course, we do see Xavier, and we see a very young Laura Kinney. For those who don't know who Laura Kinney is, in current Marvel Universe, she is the all-new Wolverine.
Yeah. All-new Wolverine.
Yes, and of course, now Old Man Logan is in the standard Marvel Universe now as well.
Yes.
Dealing with a heavily faded healing factor, which we saw in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
And it wasn't the scars that first gave it away, too.
Oh,
It was his hands.
Yes, the still open gashes between his knuckles.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see which way they take it, and to see Nathaniel Essex.
I kind of have an idea where they might take it, and I think they might give him a Messiah complex.
Yeah.
I honestly do, and just replace Hope with Laura, and since Xavier replaced Hawkeye, we already see if that is Essex, which it does heavily.
It's been announced that Nathaniel Essex will be the villain for this film.
Okay. Here's the thing, and this is what I was wondering about in the trailer. Is Professor X still actually there, or is that an illusion in his mind?
I don't.
Because if it did say he killed
Because
them all,
if they could take him and just have that in part of Logan's psyche from killing all the X-Men, that Professor X is still there trying
like
to make him do right.
conscience.
You got it.
Well, Xavier.
His Jiminy Cricket.
Now, of course, this is the last film for Jackman and Stewart.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are walking from after this.
Which is why I kind of wonder about that. If it would be a perfect way to do it, to where you would not have to worry about
You get a clean break.
how that character came out, because he's officially dead. He's just a mental image. Of course, you probably wouldn't find that out until towards the end anyway, but that's what I see as a great possibility.
Well, no, because then who's Logan burying?
Hmm?
Who's he burying?
Probably his family. That's what I'd be.
Or
wondering.
somebody else along the way that he's killed.
Well, as of right now, it just makes sense that he would be burying Xavier.
I mean,
as far as just looking at it as a trailer,
yeah.
then a person
And
would assume.
that may be. I'm just looking at the possibility that it could be that.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
That could be why it's replaying in his head. Logan, what have you done?
Yeah.
But again, we also know Xavier heavily tried to get Logan's memories back. There's a good possibility that
Part of him is in there.
Xavier imprinted himself into Logan's
That
mind.
is a very good possibility, and this came up in Jimmy and I's conversation, and it wasn't explained in film, and it seriously pissed me off. They have enough continuity issues with the X-Men already in both comic and in film. To not explain this kind of pissed me off. Charles Xavier had a twin brother in the films who was born brain dead.
Mm-hmm.
He transferred his own consciousness into his twin brother's body. But they didn't explain that between the Wolverine and Days of Future Past. I don't understand why they didn't. And that kind of pissed me off. But that's why he was
Well,
still
they never
alive.
also brought in Xavier's son either.
Okay, but if this is their last films, what's to say that Fox doesn't merge Old Man Logan with the death of Wolverine and just
I don't think they
figure out a
will.
way to get him engulfed in adamantium?
Well, once again, like every single character outside of Wolverine in the Death of Wolverine was, well, outside of I think maybe Juggernaut and like 2 other villains, where those characters are Marvel property.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it'll be interesting to see where they go with it.
It's possible, but I think it's unlikely to see that.
And that's what leads me to think that they've just given them the Messiah complex, because it's an X-Men property, it's an X-Men story, and
On the first episode,
so
that's what it was.
and because of the
It's a
fact
TV
that
show.
all of those characters involved with Messiah complex are figuratively owned by Fox.
I don't know if X3 is no longer in the continuity.
No, they erased that.
Yeah,
they
thank
did
God.
clear that.
They wiped
right?
it.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing that they did because that movie was. Oh, that movie sucked.
Yeah, they retconned it.
Which was good. What they did with Days of Future Past, that
Yeah.
was smart. And I think
Well,
even
for-
Bryan Singer thanked them. You know, like that was the right thing to do.
I think so too.
You know, and honestly, the X-Men is a hard sell for a plausible plot for a movie.
Yeah.
It's always changing.
Yes, they're always changing. They're always jumping back and forth in the timeline. They always make a fucking mess of things. That's why, for the most part, I'm happy that they're separate from the standard Marvel continuity.
Yeah.
But I honestly think if they were involved in the Marvel continuity or within the Marvel cinematic continuity, it would give them that structure. That no, we're not going to do this. We're just going to do this, and this, and leave that rest of that crap out.
Well,
If you want to
for
bring
the
it
most
in
part,
there,
So what's David saying is so Charles never died, therefore there's no reason to explain why Xavier needed to change bodies.
yeah.
possible. But when Xavier first returned on the scene at the end of the Wolverine, X3 had not been retconned at that point.
That's true.
And at the beginning of Days of Future Past, once again, had not been retconned at that point.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Superman.
Zombie Superman.
I shall drain the sun of the flowers.
I don't think it works that way.
It's a pretty fucking creepy storyline if you've never read it. It's pretty
one
fucking
is
whacked
this?
out. Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, here you go.
The Animated is a fantastic adaptation of a comic book, by the way. It and Flashpoint, I'd have to say, are the
The Killing
best.
Joke.
The Killing Joke, they took some liberties at the beginning. Second half, nailed it.
I'm gonna have to rent that. I didn't go with you guys. Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, that first half was.
Pure fabrication.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was strictly just to make it a movie.
Yes.
To make it a long, over 1 hour film. And you either liked it or hated it.
I like that.
I love the Killing
I
Joke.
did like it. I did like
I
it.
liked it personally. So
It's definitely
pissed
good for
off a lot
fucking-
of diehards.
Yes.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
did.
Okay, so Logan, everybody's definitely looking forward to that. That's one.
Yeah,
That's
right.
one of the Fox movies that I'm gonna go see it in theaters.
Yeah.
Probably opening night, if not the sneak peek preview nights.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them I will wait.
Hell no.
There's a lot of them I'll wait for.
Patty
but
says,
that one I'll
not
wait.
again.
Never again.
What'd you see a sneak preview of?
It wasn't a sneak preview, but I went to Lights Out opening night.
Oh no, not opening night.
Yeah, you don't
Preview
go.
night.
You don't go opening night.
We
That
went.
was fucking shit.
We went sneak peek night for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
No, that was fine. Lights Out. It
Fucking
was packed
kids.
for once. It was like fucking packed. And alright, I got past that. So we're stuck way up in the fucking front. There's only 2 of us, so it shouldn't have been that hard to find seats, but we're way up in the front, so I'm like this the whole time. And there were teenage boys a couple seats down, acting like 5-year-old girls, jumping up and down. Oh my god. The screaming of everyone.
Kick their asses, Patty.
Oh, it was so bad. I'm going
She's having
matinee,
flashbacks.
middle of the day, nobody there. That's when I go see movies.
Or you can go. We can have another sneak peek night. Company
See, that was
night
fun.
out.
That was good. That was fun.
badass.
I had those seats reserved like 2 weeks out.
That was fun. I would do that again.
Well, we all knew about it beforehand, so.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're welcome. I was the one that found that online.
What'd y'all do?
Fandango, man. Fandango.
No.
Yeah.
And you picked the seats?
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Way better than the
Old
It was like
we have
11:30.
rats.
I got
Old
the,
Star
only got
Cinema.
like the.
I like that
11:30.
one too.
No,
Hey,
I
that
didn't.
one
I
was
mean, I
good.
liked it, but I didn't like the rats.
Well, what we had like 11 seats or some ridiculous shit like that.
Yeah.
So I pretty much had to find an empty row.
Yeah.
And
It
11:30
was
was
great.
the only one sneak
It was
preview
so
night
great
that
though.
had
For
a
Suicide Squad?
whole row.
Yeah.
But once again, Star Cinema, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No.
That's true.
No,
they
they
do
And they
that.
provide
And food.
food and beer or whatever you have.
Yep.
They have it.
Well, they don't provide. You gotta pay for it.
Oh,
No,
they
I take
provide
that
when I
back.
go in there.
We had 10 seats, but I only needed 8 together.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
two separate.
He got.
Yeah. And then me and
You went to
Tanya.
the back?
We had so much fun.
He was on a date.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, somebody.
Especially on a date.
You were on a date?
Somebody
Yeah.
paid to take him on a date, and he didn't even give it up.
So intercompany and you're out worried about
There
fucking
was,
shit?
there was extenuating circumstances, sir.
That is fucked.
But, okay. I know Ricky's excited about this one. Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have not seen the newest trailer. So
I have.
I'm not educated for this one.
I haven't either.
James Earl Jones.
I hope he does it.
Well, no, he said
it's
he was
confirmed.
going to do
He's
it.
in his 80s. It's his voice for Darth Vader. Confirmed.
That's why you're the shit.
That's why he's the shit. Not because he was Eddie Murphy's dad in Coming to America.
Even
though he was awesome
It
in
wasn't
that film.
awesome in that one.
Even though he was awesome, no.
And in The
because he was
Sandlot.
Darth Vader.
No,
And
no.
the blind ball player from
Yes.
The Sandlot.
Conan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
enough talk.
Yeah.
No,
I'm sorry, James Earl Jones is awesome in pretty much everything
I wanna
he's
The
play
done.
with him.
obscure writer in Field of Dreams.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I've been reading a lot about baseball history and everything, and the last time the Cubs won the World Series, who won the pennant? Way to go, Cubs!
Way to go, Cubs. Good job.
About damn time.
We have 2 of the 3 most losing professional baseball teams now in the World Series together. And of course, the 3rd most losing baseball team is off for the rest of the year here in Houston.
Aw.
They had such a great year last year.
Per history,
They had such a
Astros,
great year
Cubs, and Indians are the 3 most losing teams in professional baseball.
First time we went to the fucking World Series, we got swept. By who? Fucking White Sox.
Yep.
Swept.
Anyway, Rogue One. Yeah, I haven't seen the newest trailer.
It's amazing.
I'm stoked for it, and I'm in all the 501st build pages and everything, and everybody's going batshit over all the new troopers and outfits and armor and everything. And
Yeah, because you actually see a lot of the elite commandos, a lot of the factions and that the Emperor had at his disposal that you didn't see in the original series. That the closest to elites that we saw were the Royal Guards, the Imperial Guards. That was it. When this one, you're going through a lot more. You're seeing the spy classes, you're seeing the elite troopers, you're seeing the commandos, you're seeing a lot more. And not only that, just how ragtag the rebellion actually got.
yeah,
And what they had to resort to. Just to have efficient gear to combat the Empire.
I didn't fangirl for this trailer. I didn't fangirl. I
Get the
didn't
fuck
go,
out. Get the fuck out.
I was super happy. I love it. Love it. Super happy. I will fangirl when I see the trailer for Tomb Raider. That is one
What?
of my all-time favorite video game franchises.
The reboot? They're
The
doing
girl
it
that they
again?
Yeah.
picked to play the Tomb Raider fits very closely to the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I finally get to play Rise of the Tomb Raider because it just made its way 20th anniversary to PS4.
Fuck yes.
It was a 1-year exclusive on Xbox One, and now it's on the PS4, and it's better.
Couldn't believe it.
But the girl they picked to play Tomb Raider,
Who is it?
the girl from Ex Machina, the one that played the android.
I approve.
Tell me, she's awesome, right?
Yeah, no, you really have to see that movie.
See
She
Ex
was
Machina. That's a great film.
it is a great film.
Great
but
film.
But the way that she develops and the way that she comes into her conscious was
She's
played
AI. She's a cyborg,
excellently.
and she learns. And she's an android, and she gets smarter and smarter. and she becomes more and more human throughout the film. And it just the big twist at the end. She needs to be Lara Croft, and she's hot.
She
Lara
has the
Croft is
body.
hot.
She has the
And
build for the new Lara Croft.
When they did the first film, I was super stoked because I love the Tomb Raider games. I love them. When they chose Angelina Jolie, I was like, I get it. She looks like the original Tomb Raider, like the big lips, and I get it. I was more into Hackers, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Where it was like, she's into chicks, but
We'll roll with it.
I'm fine with that. You know, whatever. But
We'll just run around.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So getting back to Star Wars, when I saw this, I wasn't as excited as I'm going to be when I see that Tomb Raider. I know, like, that's my game.
The new
franchise.
Tomb Raider games, I highly suggest you play those
Ooh.
because those are awesome.
I haven't played Rise of Tomb Raider. I cannot wait.
No, I played the original Tomb Raider. I played the shit out
The
of it.
original the Tomb Raider that came out a few years ago
Yeah, the
was
relaunch.
phenomenal. When she had the hatchet, Rise of Tomb Raider is the sequel. You only got it on Xbox One until
Now.
about this past month. So I'm super stoked about it. But Rogue One, when I saw the original trailer, saw the second trailer, this final trailer, I'm in love. Cannot wait. But I wasn't like, oh my god. You know, I was just like, this is going to be great. I'm going to enjoy the film.
I liked it because you actually saw them come together as the Rogue One unit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm ready for because I've read the books that
Who's she going to be? That's what I want to know.
she was the elite spy that, you know, her father had actually helped construct the Death Star. He was the architect.
No, I'm saying who's her offspring.
Oh.
That's what I want to know.
How does she continue?
As soon as that trailer came out, the first thing everybody was all over the internet going, this is Rey's mother, and Luke Skywalker is the father.
No.
And I'm like, I don't know about that. But
No.
Yeah, that doesn't really jive.
I know.
Can't.
I know.
No.
Because keep in mind, folks, Rogue One takes place when Luke Skywalker was still just a boy.
Yes.
So,
And he
yeah.
had no indication.
Oh, but he became a man. You put a big green, dude on your back with fucked up feet, and you carry him around the
Well, that
Dagobah
happened-
system, you're a man.
That happened after Rogue One.
Yeah, that's after Rogue
Well,
One.
he became a man. And then Homeboy said, done with this shit I am. He chopped Deuce and just turned into Ghost.
I'm sorry, that's still the most uneventful, epic death ever. Like, that fucker just laid down. He was out. That's it.
Gone.
It's like, I'm gonna lay down.
Laid down.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna fucking take a nap.
That remind you of Cedric the Entertainer? Rosa Parks ain't doing shit but sit her black ass down. Like, does that not remind you of that scene in Barbershop? Like,
Yeah.
Parker was like, the only way they could have made that film better.
Well, is it when 800 years you look not as good as I am or something?
800 years.
Yeah, some shit like that.
800 years. Damn, I lost my voice.
800 years, I look great, bitch.
When 800 years you look as great,
You will not.
you will not, or something like
Yeah.
that.
I feel that's a ripoff because he's lived longer than that.
According to his actual back history, yes, way fucking longer than that. Which basically means he decided to die.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I'm
like
telling you.
it wasn't like
Shit.
it wasn't like he actually was dying. He lived way longer than that.
And these drugs are kicking in now.
That motherfucker, I'm gonna go back and find a way to digitally edit him with like Eddie Van Halen and just.
I'm out. All right. Any other fantastical trailers that have come out other than for children's movies, which I'm not excited about?
This one was really funny.
Can't wait for Trolls.
Aww.
Oh, the Boss Baby.
Fuck
You have to
new
see that trailer.
Oh my god.
Fuck new Trolls.
It's-
Sideways. I'm pissed
No,
off
you-
about it.
So, rumor is that pre-production has begun on the next Terminator film.
About damn
I
time.
heard that myself.
Is that James Cameron? That's what I heard.
Rumor is he will be attached.
Because you got to
I heard he said,
So-
I'm gonna go
Somebody
fix
got
everything."
super pumped up again for their Terminator.
Yeah,
movie.
he's huge.
Oh yes, if you have not seen the pictures, Arnie is jacked as fuck.
It's been all over his Instagram.
Yes.
Yes.
Go follow
Hey,
his
he's got
Instagram.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow him.
Dude, every celebrity's got a damn Instagram,
Damn.
Twitter, fucking everything.
Giant bitch.
Now, a lot of people,
Even
some
I
people
follow.
know, a lot of people don't, that the majority of celebrities do not control their own social media.
No.
They have people who do that for them. Arnie is not one of those people.
Nope.
He runs his Instagram, he runs his Twitter, he runs his Facebook. And I follow him on all of the above. Because it's fucking Arnie.
Right.
Why not?
He does a
Like I
lot
said, I
of-
still want Arnold Schwarzenegger as
I follow
president.
him for
Damn it!
No, him.
I want to hear, President Schwarzenegger say, "Get to the chopper." I want it, damn it!
Oh,
No more movies.
oh, what? He actually did a small video on Instagram a few months back. He was on a rooftop waiting on a helicopter to take him somewhere. And he's sitting there and he pans around. You see the helicopter coming in the background. And, get to the chopper!
Oh yeah, he wrote.
Yeah, I mean, he's back to fucking being
Yeah,
he's-
he's fucking
back to
jacked.
Mr. Olympia all over again.
And you know what?
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
glad you bring that up because I would love to see him jump back in it and win it one more time again.
Well, see,
he'd be the oldest.
he would.
He
You
would
know what?
be the
I don't
oldest.
even think he can compete.
no, he's aged out.
I was gonna say, I think they. What is?
California.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I believe so.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of wondering, did he go ahead and rip himself back out to go to do the Terminator again?
yeah.
And then, of course, we have the rumor of there being a new edition of Predator
Yes.
that is supposed to go back to the Dutch story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, did Arnie say, "Fuck it, I'm not going to be CG'd anymore. I'm going to
Yeah.
make this shit right"?
Yeah. I'm old, not obsolete.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
I find that funny because they.
I love that fucking smile.
Dude, he is buff again.
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah,
he's
he got ripped again.
he's
dude.
full fucking swole up, dude.
Now,
I mean, there's no
granted,
joke.
he's got those fucking eyebrows from the Juice guy that Jim Carrey used to play. Remember that guy with the little machine that made juice? Jim Carrey. What the fuck, man?
So what happens when you get old?
I'm not old. Look at these bitches. Like Peter Gallagher.
Not that fucking old.
Dude just brought up Gallagher.
Peter Gallagher, man. Look him up. Who's this giant dude?
That's current Mr. Olympia, I believe. Or no, that's maybe that's the winner of the Arnold Open.
Is that his? There you go. That's who it is.
Because yes, Arnold still has a huge presence in the bodybuilding community.
How could he fucking not?
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, most bodybuilders out there
He
to
has a
this
Snapchat.
day
Oh.
originally idolized Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I mean,
because of his symmetry. That's what always won him the title when he left.
yeah, even when
and
he
came back,
even when he wasn't
it's
the
because of his
biggest,
symmetry.
the way his
The human body is not naturally symmetrical. He has made his symmetrical. That takes ungodly amounts of training, and that's why he couldn't be defeated.
I added him. His, by the way, his Snapchat name is Arnold Schnitzel.
That's awesome.
You know, one thing you got to give credit to a lot of the actors, especially the older action actors, is they've
Chris
gotten
Pratt.
the comedy that goes
Sense of
with their.
Well,
Chris Pratt's.
Okay.
I
follow
like
on
this
social
new
media.
feature
Now,
of
the
Snapchat.
best person to make fun of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the person who can do it best, is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
For
And
those
he
of you
does.
who aren't aware, Last Action Hero, that was a movie by Arnie to make fun of himself.
Yep.
Yep.
It
And he did a
even
great
went so
job.
far as to he went and handpicked the soundtrack because he wanted it the most over-the-top action movie ever.
Yeah.
What's
And
funny is that even in
it's
the movie,
perfect.
when they were interviewing him at his own release, he goes, "Oh yeah, we knocked down the people that we killed. You know, last movie was 250. We knocked it down to 50 people."
Yeah.
And I was like, well, "Are you serious?"
Now, I
dude?
did not know this. I did not know that back before his Mr. Olympia titles, he was also a competitive powerlifter.
I didn't know that either.
I went and I researched his PRs. Now, good friend of the show, Keith Toledo, he's a powerlifter.
Yes, he is.
Keith, I hate to say it, Arnie had you beat by a long shot.
Oh, I believe that.
Phoenix.
Well, you got that kid. He just beat the deadlift world record.
Yeah. No. You have to get one. What time is it?
It's time.
Oh, it's definitely
It's
time.
time.
Huge thank you to All Star Comics. Huge thank you to Captain Jack's Elixirs, both located in Baytown. Thank you, everybody who watches, everybody who listens. Y'all are the reason we do this. That because we love talking about nerdy shit, and we love for y'all to listen to it.
And come visit on Halloween between 10 and 2.
There you go.
10 and 2.
Yeah. Well, 2:45.
Oh.
The last 45
and
minutes
2:45.
are gonna be her handing out candy.
Yeah, and I
We
might
all
put
know
my
what kind of
pants back
candy.
on. Because I'm not driving in that outfit.
Oh, come on. Get pulled over. You're not getting
I'll
a ticket.
definitely get out of that
Definitely not
ticket.
getting a ticket.
Just pull up the skirt a little bit.
Let's see. Yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Night.
Night.
Bye.
soul now, and make it feel me somehow. Oh, every night you bring me joy and happiness. One connection, yes, we two are one. Oh, me and you are dancing in that beautiful dress. All those high heels and that great ass too. Just one smile, she takes me back to where I belong. Take me back to where I belong. Take me back into my home. Oh, just one smile, she makes me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home. Sometimes in my bed at night I'm sitting all alone, no sleeping in silence. I wanna talk to you somehow. I'm missing my stage and my beautiful dancing space. All wanting to talk to. I'll talk to you right now. The next day when we get together I sing to you. All my brothers and sisters save that human race. I'll take away all hatred and distress we cannot do. It's a last chance for me to love you and you to love me too. Oh, just one smile. She takes me back to where I belong. Take me back to where I belong. Take me back to where my home. Oh, just one smile. She makes me feel right at home. Makes me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home. Oh, da 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 get down. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, just one smile. She takes me back to where I belong. Take me back. I'll take me back. I'll take me back into my home. Oh, just one smile. She makes me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home. Make me feel right at home. Just one smile. She takes me back to where I belong. Take me back. I'll take me back.